Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Midlife Medicine Cabinet. I'm Donna.
And I'm Kirsten.
And today we're going to be diving into a topic that I'm sure many of you will have thought about, looked at, noticed in the mirror. One of our lovely friends has sent us a little video clip, which is why we're talking about it today. So just have a little listen to Ali.
Hi ladies, I really need your help at the moment. I'm turning 40 this year and the past few weeks I've noticed my skin is all over the place. I'm either getting spots on my forehead and cheeks or I'm getting dry patches up here like I am today. My normal skincare routine's just not working anymore. Please help.
So it's something that we panic over, isn't it? We look in the bathroom mirror and we think, what the hell is that? And where the hell did that come from?
Yeah. That's hairs. We talk about where the hell did that hair come from? That's what I think.
But where the hell did that saggy jowl come from?
Yeah.
What's that appearing?
Yeah.
And, why are my cheeks nearly on my chin?
Yeah. Why is my mum looking back at me in the mirror?
That's when you're walking past the shop window and you see your reflection, you think, there's my mum. Oh, no, it's me. That's a scary one. But you wake up, one day your skin's like a teenager and the next day it's like you live in the Gobi Desert. What's going on? It's like, and adult acne. What's adult onset acne? What's all that about?
That's just cruel.
It is cruel.
Like, acne is supposed to be something you have as a teenager and you get over. No, we don't want it back.
We do
as
not.
Adults. Thank you very much. We've got enough to contend with.
I've not really had adult acne. I didn't really have teenage acne. I had a few spots, but I have got adult onset beard growth. Just in two little spots here like this.
Yeah, I've literally got two hairs, one there and one there. They're
At
not
least
there
that's
now.
two to control. But you've got tweezers everywhere. I've got tweezers everywhere.
But it's not there one day and then the next day it's like an inch long. It's like, how have you grown that fast? Why the hair on my head doesn't grow that fast? I wish it would.
If only.
The hair on my legs does and the hair on my face does.
It's just rubbish,
not good.
Isn't it?
It's not good. No.
So what's it all about then? Why is it all changing? Why?
I don't know. It's a strange one, isn't it? Like midlife skin. I mean, the hair, it's just going to grow, isn't it? But skin, I don't think your skin's not misbehaving, is it? When it's not giving up on you. It's not punishing you for the sunbed fest of the 2000s. It's just adapting. It's evolving, isn't it? It's just changing. It's changing for lots of different reasons. So what we're going to do in this session, we're going to unpack everything that's happening, and then we're going to see what the hell we can do about it, basically. So by the end of this episode, I'm hoping you're going to feel a little bit informed, a bit reassured, a little bit entertained would be nice. So let's get into it. What have we got first on the agenda?
First off, the plot twist that none of us asked for. Bloody hormones. They're here again. Estrogen, basically. She's our skin's fairy godmother. And
we love her.
She's handed her notice and packed up and gone. She's had a retirement doing everything. That's it.
Did we buy her a present? I hope we bloody didn't.
I'm not buying her a present. Not unless she returns to work until she's 100.
Yeah.
She's not having a present.
Oh, estrogen's great.
Yeah, she's great. She keeps us all glowy and hydrated and plumped up when we're, in our younger years. And then we've got less estrogen, so we've got less of her little fairy godmother traits and less over the years.
Because she keeps us stocked up with collagen. She keeps us stocked up with elastin, with our best friend hyaluronic acid, because we love her.
We do love hyaluronic acid.
She keeps us stocked with sebum, which we do need. We don't want that when we're in teenage years, but we do want it when we're older.
I'm glad that I had sebum when I was younger, because at least I didn't have to have Botox till I was 50.
This is true, yeah.
See, I knew one day I'd be glad of my oily skin. Yeah. I wasn't glad when I was younger, but I'm glad now.
Yeah, so we lose all those things when we lose our estrogen. So our estrogen goes, we don't have the sebum that made us, and that we need to have Botox. We don't have, we lose our thickness in our skin, the elasticity, we lose our will to live, our patience for life.
They've all gone. They've all packed their bags off with estrogen.
Because estrogen's left us.
They're like her following, aren't they? It's like her little, that's her entourage. They've all buggered off with her.
It's like she got all the good stuff in the divorce, didn't she? Yeah. So she left us with dry. She left us with sensitive. She left us with pigmentation.
Yeah.
And she took all the nice stuff. Bitch.
What a bitch.
And then she left us with lines and wrinkles that seem to like
And
multiply
whiskers.
like bloody rabbits, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do.
And the whiskers. She left us with whiskers. She took all the good stuff. Not good. So yeah, estrogen is our best friend, which is why, you know, HRT is a good thing. Definitely.
Yeah, and I guess it's just, you know, it's inevitable that we're going to have hormonal changes. There's not a lot we can do about that. It's going to happen regardless. But it happens throughout. It's just it seems a little bit more severe and intense when we get to the midlife.
Yeah, it does.
It's all chaotic when you're younger, but it's just a disaster when you're older, isn't it? You know.
I know. It's not fair, is it? Because you come through like puberty and think, "Yay,
made it to adulthood,
done it,"
Yay.
And then as soon as you get to your mid-40s,
yeah, you get over all the like, you know, young years, hormonal pregnancy changes, all those sorts of things.
You think you're on the home stretch, and then
suddenly, yeah, she's bogged off and
goes,
left the building.
I'm off. Sorry,
left the building. So what hormone friendly heroes? Let's talk about them then, because that's what we need. And I guess we just need to think about, you know, how do we kind of incorporate them into making our skin the best that it can be and looking after it.
Yeah.
Because she's bogged off and not interested anymore. Ceramides. What about ceramides?
Ceramides are great. They're almost like fats, aren't they?
Yeah.
They like filling the gaps in the gaps in your cells, between the cells, kind of thing. So they're great for your skin's barrier, aren't they? They repair
like
the barrier.
Mortar in the bricks.
Like the mortar in the bricks. Yes. It's like repointing your face.
Yeah, that sounds good,
isn't it?
With a trowel. That's why you have to trowel your makeup on.
That's it. Trowel those ceramides on. Get them in there.
And hyaluronic acid. You've mentioned hyaluronic acid.
She's awesome.
She's our bestest friend in our aesthetic world. Because we inject her and we apply her and we do love her.
Yeah,
she's very, very versatile. Very versatile girl. Yeah. She's lovely, and we do need lots of it. And that's what makes us all plump and glowy. And she, you know, holds in the hydration.
It's really anti-inflammatory as well. Anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, so helps to kind of protect you from all of the, you know, the external damage and stuff. So really, really, really good. But from a hormonal perspective, because we stop, because estrogen buggered off with all the hyaluronic acid in the divorce, we need some new hyaluronic acid. So we've either got to get it in the skin with needles, or we've got to put it on the skin. We need it back.
Get the balance back.
We need it back.
And then we've got squalane and squalene.
Is there a difference between squalane and squalene?
I don't know.
Squalene.
They're spelled differently. That's the difference.
There's an E and instead of an A. I don't know.
I think it's squalene, isn't it?
Squalene. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's your like.
That's for your barrier, isn't it? Because we've got a skin barrier. You can't see it; it's invisible. But we
like
do
a
have a skin barrier. It's the roof of the house.
It's the roof of the house.
Yeah.
So I always talk about this analogy about your skin's barrier being the roof of the house. It's kind of there to keep all your precious stuff in and keep the nasty stuff out, keep the elements out. And so
squalene, whatever she's called. She helps your barrier to be, you know.
Yeah, she kind of. That's your.
So it's like having your roof.
She's a roofer. Done. She's a roofer.
It's like having your roof done.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah. I always used to think, you know, people say, "Oh yeah, I can't go on holiday. I'm having a new roof." You just think, bloody hell! I'd really want to cry if I had to forego a holiday to have a new roof. I know it's essential to have a roof on your house. Literally, I'm talking now. But what a waste of money that is.
And it's rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah.
We all need a roofer in the family.
Yeah, we do. That's
not a roofie, a roofer. Not roofies. Nobody needs roofies in their life.
Oh, I just suddenly flicked to The Hangover, the film.
I thought you meant I was thinking, which one? There's been many.
Which one? Which Hangover?
Hangover?
The film
The Hangover. Yeah, being roofied. Yeah. No. Have you ever been roofied?
No, I don't think so.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah. Way back when I was a student nurse.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if it was spiked. I mean,
you've been spiked.
Roofies is a specific type of spiking, isn't it? But yeah, same thing.
It's just the same thing.
Yeah. Some guys that worked for a ventilation company that shall remain nameless. But when you go in like public toilets and there's the name on the,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know which one I mean, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I don't actually, but I'm just saying I do. But
yeah.
I'm
So
sure I
anyway,
will.
I don't think there's that many of those kind of vent companies.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were staying in at Fridays in Manchester, in North London. They were staying there obviously because they were working, and we were there on a student night, and they anyway
took advantage of the student nurses.
Yeah, they did. Don't accept drinks from strangers, girls and boys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
not unless you see the barman pour it and hand it directly to you. Then you can.
So anyway,
see,
how did we get
no
to
more,
being rude?
No more snogging and robbing.
How did I get to being roofied when we're talking about skincare? Anyway, let's go back.
I've got a little controversial topic for you. What about retinoids? Retinoids.
So this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I'm not a fan of retinoids, as you know. I feel like they rip the roof off a bit too much for me. And it's especially when you've got low estrogen. So when your estrogen is low, your susceptibility to sun damage and your sensitivity to UV is higher. So if you're also using a retinoid that's ripping your roof off, then you're in trouble, potentially. They have their uses.
Yeah, because they do support collagen a little bit, don't they, and everything. But I just always think that I worry that the fact that you can only put them on at night and you can't go out in the day like a vampire, that kind of gives me a little bit of like, how harsh must they be?
Yeah. And you obviously, there's different strengths of retinoids, and so I think if you're going to go straight in at a TikTok 5% retinol, because Dr. TikTok, the dermatologist, has told you to have it, then that is absolutely a no-no. But you've just got to be so careful with these sorts of things, and I think only under the supervision of a skincare specialist. Retinoids. I'm sorry, guys. That's my opinion.
You don't need to use it every night, every day, night, whatever. It might be that you need to use it every other day and build up to using it every day for a little time, and then build it back down again to every other day or every second day or whatever. Because sometimes when you see people and when they look like their skin's really shiny and it's about to split, you can usually know that that's because they're using a retinol.
Yeah.
Or a retinoid.
You can spot them when they come into clinic, can't you?
You can.
Like, and they're just using a bit of retinol, love.
Yeah.
Like a little cherry tomato.
Yeah, it just looks stretched and like it's going to split. It's not always nice, but there's other things, isn't there, that have a similar effect.
There are, yeah.
You like the bakuchiol, don't you?
Bakuchiol is a good one. I do use a bakuchiol and vitamin C product, which I absolutely love. And that so bakuchiol has similar properties to retinol, but it doesn't give you that. It doesn't damage the skin. It doesn't strip the skin of its barrier. No, so it doesn't make your skin more vulnerable and sensitive, which I really like.
So retinols are not a no-no, but they're just for the right person and under the right
circumstances. And I think if you're going to use a retinol, look for one that has got squalane in it. So some of them. So there is a brand that I have used once before, and it starts off at a really, really low percentage, but it has that in it as almost like a
buffer to kind of counteract the negative sides of.
Yeah. So it stops. It helps to support the barrier rather than just using a pure retinol is just going to strip out your skin. Whereas if you use one that's got a little bit of something in it that's going to help, then it's a little bit kinder. Be kind to your skin, and I'm talking about us in midlife now. Younger people can kind of get away with it a little bit more, but we've got to be really kind to our skin because it's
she's fragile.
She's very fragile, and she can change like that. So. Yeah, be careful with her.
Do you know, I had a little thought because it's just popped into my head, so I'm going to bring it up now. So obviously, some people don't realise that the skin is actually an organ. So like your heart is an organ, your lungs are an organ. The skin is actually the largest organ in the human body. And this is very, very random and very off-piste now in terms of. So, but when you do organ donation, they do take skin, but they call it tissue donation. But if your skin's an organ, why is it not still organ donation?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. That's my question of the day.
And
that's my 3 a.m. ponderings this week.
And flip that the other way, all of your organs are made out of tissue.
Exactly.
So what?
Yeah.
What the hell?
But yeah, it just popped into my head of like, it's an organ. And every textbook will tell you it's
Skin
the
is an
biggest
organ.
organ of the human body. So yeah,
But-
so look after your organs, like you look after your heart. We're going about heart health.
Yeah.
Kidney
So eyes
health.
come under tissue.
Eyes come
not
under
organs.
tissue. Yeah, but eyes are not organs.
No, they're not. But I just mean like, so eyes come under tissue.
Yeah, bone comes under tissue.
Yeah.
But yeah, so why does skin come under tissue when it's actually an organ?
Mm.
Question for the organ donation world.
Yeah. Get them on the phone.
I'm going to ring them up tomorrow to find out. But yeah, anyway.
They can have any bit of me. I'm not bothered.
Yeah,
they probably won't. There's bits they won't want. I'm telling you that for nothing.
Did you know that the organ donation eye bank, well, the tissue donation eye bank is in Manchester?
Yeah,
the Manchester Eye Hospital. Yeah, biggest eye bank in the country.
Yeah.
So
I used to do tissue.
Just reminded me about our last podcast. I wonder if they've got any that'll fit me.
New eyes.
Have some new eyes that can see.
I used to do
save you a fortune on lens replacement.
I used to go over to the one at Liverpool. It's near the airport at Liverpool. It's literally right next to the airport. Okay. The tissue donation place. That's their head office near Liverpool. I don't know why. Maybe more people in Liverpool like to donate stuff.
But I think it's one of the least popular donations, isn't it, eyes?
Yeah, but that's for everything there, though. So we used to do, in my NHS job, I used to do tissue donation for femoral heads when people were having hip replacements. Yeah. So the top of your hip, basically, the ball and socket bit, the ball, you used to be able to donate that for tissue donation. So it's like live donors. So yeah, so I used to go over there for training and stuff, and we used to go and do tours of the thing and see all the bits. And you go in the room where you'd basically strip all the bits off you.
Oh.
They used to strip you down, like in a mechanics warehouse. What do they call them?
Garage.
That's it, in the garage. Warehouse. Brain fog. It's
Menno fog.
Menno
brain alert.
You know what I mean.
Anyway, let's get back to the programme.
What are we talking about? What are we here for?
SPF. SPF
all day, every day, babe.
Guys and dolls, every day.
All day, every day, babe.
Don't forget your neck. Don't forget your hands. They will give you away.
They will. They will. So yeah. I mean, hormones, skin changes are just excuse me, hiccups. They're just going to happen. It's inevitable. They are going to happen, and you've just got to, But the way your skin responds to that is absolutely within your control. To some extent, it's within your control. You can influence how it responds by just choosing the right skincare. And if you're not sure about that, then just ask for some help.
Yeah.
But there are more things. There are so many more things that affect our skin.
So with the decline in estrogen, it becomes as part of, it's part of aging. So we've got intrinsic aging factors. So, just the very fact that we're alive means that we are, aging and deteriorating.
And things are going to change,
We should be grateful for this. I do say this to my clients when they say getting old's a bitch. It is, you're right, but thank God we're doing it, eh?
Yeah.
Thank God we're here to tell the tale. But yeah, from your mid-20s, you lose about 1% of collagen per year.
Yeah.
But then that speeds up rapidly, doesn't it, as you get through into your 30s and 40s. And
it doesn't stay at 1%. That would be nice, but it doesn't.
If it only stayed at 1%, that'd be great.
We wouldn't have a job.
No, wouldn't we? No, we'd still be in the
wouldn't have a job.
Thank God for estrogen and collagen decline. But yeah, it speeds up. So we've got less and less collagen, and we've got more of other enzymes that are kind of getting rid of the collagen.
Yeah.
So what about this collagen banking? I keep seeing this. Do we think
collagen banking? Do we think it works? I don't know. You've only got so much space for collagen, haven't you? You've not just got like some little reservoir sitting somewhere where you can keep collagen.
Where are you going to bank it?
Not like that under the sea.
Put it on
electricity.
Oh yeah, you see. Did anybody know this? The wind farms.
Tell them about the wind farms.
When the wind farms are not winding, they're not circulating. That's because they've turned them off because there's too much electricity to store. Why are you laughing? It's true. Or maybe I've been had.
I don't know if it's true or not, but it sounds funny.
But yeah, they turned the wind farms off when the electricity storages are full because they've got nowhere to store any more electricity. I know. My brain is mashed. And my friend's son told me about this, and he's very, very clever. He's a very, very clever engineer. Not like a car engineer, like a drones, and works for British Aerospace engineer. Very, very clever.
If anybody knows if that's true,
he
please
might
get
have
in
just
touch,
had me
I think
over.
it's
Maybe he
hilarious.
just saw me as, here she is, gullible Donna. We'll tell
I
her a
don't
little
know,
tale and
because
see if she puts it on
electricity's
a podcast
not like a
interview.
tangible thing, is it? It's not a physical thing, is it? So how do you store it?
Well, apparently under the sea, under the seabeds, the storage containers.
Under the sea.
I just visualise, those like storage containers that stack in the scrap yards and things or wherever.
Oh yeah.
Them big metal things that people turn into houses. Some people make houses out of them. I just imagine them, and the electricity is locked in there. But how do they let it out? Because if you open the door, surely it's going to go.
Is that why there's such a thing as electric eels? It's a bit escaped and like got in the eels.
Maybe that's what it is. They've been poisoned by the electric seeping up through the seabed. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Collagen banking.
If anybody knows about the wind farms and whether that's true or not, please let us know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna debt my friend's son if it's not true.
I think he's been having you on.
But yeah, so we've got speed. We've also got the cell turnover speed slows down. So we've got the speed up of the loss of collagen, and then we start to slow down our cell turnover. So the dead skin cells are sitting there for longer than they would ordinarily when we're younger, because everything slows down except your brain. That's going like, but everything else slows down. And then fibroblasts. So we have something called fibroblasts in our tissue.
We love fibroblasts.
Which we love fibroblasts. They're our little besties. Because they produce collagen and elastin and things like that we want lots of. But they also get a bit tired, don't they? And they're a bit, I suppose they're missing estrogen.
They're missing their best mate, estrogen, yeah. They're just lazy, aren't they? They just get lazy with time, and you have to do things to excite them and stimulate them. So there are various things we can do for that. But So
and then we've got all these all this like structural changes as well going on, which obviously the changes underneath affect how the skin looks on the surface, doesn't it? So that affects us. So because we've got fat on our face, the only place we want to keep hold of the fat.
Absolutely.
Everywhere else can bugger off.
But that's the first place it disappears from, on your face.
Hence the Mounjaro face or Ozempic face or whatever. That's where it is. Everybody loses it off the face and it all goes.
Yeah, well, you lose it here, don't you? Right on the front, right in the middle on the front. Yeah. And then, so that deep fat disappears. And so the superficial fat, the little fat pads that live on the top, they don't know where they live anymore. So that's why we get this. We get this fold here. And then we get these jowls down here. Because everything's just, and like you say, there's no elasticity in the skin to hold that fat in place anymore.
It's not got any bounce anymore. And it's not got as much hyaluronic acid. So it's not all glowy and plump. And it's just, it's saggy and hollowing and dull.
Yeah. It's supposed to be fun, this podcast.
I know. Sorry,
so
girls.
What can we do to help, though? So, okay, people talk about retinoids for that. We've talked about that. People think that retinoids are like the Beyonce of skincare.
But actually, it's the Beyonce of country music.
If you're a country music fan, you'll get that joke.
Yeah.
She's not the be all and end all retinoids. There's lots of other things you can do. Hyaluronic acid, again, we're going to keep talking about hyaluronic acid because you can't get enough of that. It's amazing.
And you can't have too much of that. Whether you're injecting it or applying it, you can't have too much of it. Can't have too much of it.
And then there's exfoliate, so dullness, exfoliation, gentle exfoliation, not the stuff we used to use when we were kids. So we were talking earlier on about the things that you used to use when you were a teenager. Do you remember Apri facial scrub? It was like crushed apricot,
crushed
grit, nuts. What are they called?
Kernels.
What's the middle bit? What's the middle bit called?
It's a kernel, isn't it?
The bit, is it?
With a K, kernel, not as in like
not Colonel Sanders.
KFC, not like KFC kernel.
Is it called a kernel?
I'm sure it's called a kernel.
The bit in the middle.
Yeah.
Seed, pip, stone. The stone out of an apricot.
It's a kernel.
Crushed up, so it was like scraping your face with broken glass. But we used to rub our faces until they were practically bleeding, thinking this is how we exfoliate. And then they brought out the little pads, the little Brillo pads for your face that we used to scrub and scrub and scrub until we were bright
Brillo
red.
pads.
Après. Yeah, that wasn't great, was it?
No, not at all.
So gentle exfoliation. So think.
Do you remember Anne French?
I do. I know Anne French. She's a client of mine.
What, the real Anne French?
The real Anne French.
She's triangular shaped with a blue top.
She's not. She's not. But yeah, I remember Anne French, cleansing milk.
That's it. Yeah, and it was milky.
It was milk.
Milky white.
Yeah. Wonder what was in it. Wonder if we could look it up, see what was in it, if it was any good.
You don't see it anymore. I've never seen it.
I've not seen it for years.
I've not been in Boots for years either. But
yeah.
It was no good for getting your mascara off either. No. It was rubbish. But it was, it felt nice.
You had to use it with cotton wool balls because there was no such thing as cotton wool pads back then.
I didn't have pads.
Little cotton wool balls on the top like that. You used to tip it up.
Yeah.
And like you did with calamine lotion.
I mean, really, it was bordering on a baby wipe for your face, wasn't it?
Just moved things around, didn't it?
Yeah, just moved it around.
No baby wipes, guys. No wipes on your face. Only for fannies and festivals wipes, not for your face. Okay? Just getting that out there now. It's not good.
Not acceptable.
Not acceptable. So what else can we do to these intrinsic factors? These things because the intrinsic factors that you're talking about, they're things we can't do anything about. They're just going to happen.
A bit like the
they're like hormones. It's just going to happen.
We just have to.
It's aging. It's genetics, all that sort of stuff. Things we can't do anything about. It's going to happen. But there are professional treatments as well. So you can have things like microneedling, devices like radio frequency and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What about collagen? What about taking collagen? What's your take on that?
Well, I really used to be a bit like, well, do you know what? It's just going to go where your body needs it because we've got not just got collagen in our skin, we've got it everywhere, haven't we? We've got it in our joints, we've got it in all of the soft tissue. So I used to think, well, it's just going to go to wherever your body needs it, whether that's your face or not. And I think people start taking a collagen supplement and also start taking care of their skin. So they see an improvement. Now, is that from the collagen supplement or from the skin care that they've suddenly started doing because they've moved on from the imperial leather
and the
shower gel and the après scrub? Yeah, don't wash your face with any of them. But actually, having taken a collagen supplement myself, probably for about a year now, when I miss it for a couple of days, I can tell the difference. And I always feel like my face is not a good measure because obviously I'm always doing things to my face and I do use good skincare and I am very regimented about it now. I wasn't used to be, but I am now. But actually I feel like the skin on my body feels better and feels softer and smoother.
Yeah.
And then when we went to Madrid and I forgot to take my collagen after 3 days in Madrid and traipsing the streets and all sorts of things. By the time we were in the airport, I felt like it was a creaking gate because my joints just felt stiff.
Lots
and
of
achy
people have said that to me, that when they stopped taking it.
And I think that's the thing with supplements sometimes. You don't actually recognise the improvement until they're not there anymore because it's very gradual, isn't it? It's not like you don't take a collagen supplement and suddenly the next day your skin's all fantastic and your joints don't ache anymore. It's kind of very gradual. You just don't know that you don't notice it's kind of there until... you don't notice the benefit until you're not getting it anymore.
I used to be very skeptical about
I always was, but
now,
I think if you're using a good one, and there's so many of them, isn't it? It's a bit of a minefield. So do your research, make sure it's got the differences, different types of collagen. There's 5 or 6 types of collagen, and most supplements have either type 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 or 2 and 3 or just 1 or just 2 or just 3. And they come from different sources. So
the one we take has got 1, 2 and 3.
It has, and it's also got hyaluronic acid, biotin, some of the B vitamins.
Vitamin C. So
vitamin C.
You've got to have vitamin C with collagen. You can't make new collagen without vitamin C. So if you're not having the both of them.
So your supplements should have vitamin C in it, and if it hasn't, it's a really, really very poor show. So make sure if you're taking a collagen supplement. But our one has got 1, 2 and 3 because 1 and 3 are from bovine sources and 2 is from marine sources. So you're kind of getting, and they have different functions. They all help the skin in their own way, but they have different functions in terms of help supporting ligaments and joints and soft tissue and everything. But I guess that's all going to help facially as well. If your ligaments in your face are kind of healthier, it's actually then going to have a knock-on effect on how your face looks and how your skin looks, even if you don't feel that it's actually making a difference to the surface of the skin, which it probably is anyway.
Structurally, it's going to be making a
Structurally, it's going to
difference,
improve things. So yeah,
there you go.
so yeah.
Collagen.
So my new take is yes, collagen supplements, the
I've
right
changed.
ones are
I
good.
have changed my opinion on that as well. So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Ooh, so that's interesting. So we've done hormones and intrinsic aging. What other bad news have you got?
Well, the next bad news is the receipts from your 20s. Sun damage, photo aging, sun damage, sunbeds. You know, when you used to come home from your work and lie under your sunbed that you'd hired, and you had it lay over the bed like a canopy. You used to hire it for a week at a time and just fall asleep under it.
Yeah.
That's going to add. So, and it's kind of the gift that keeps on giving, really.
It is, yeah.
Photo aging is responsible for up to 80% of visible signs of aging.
80%.
80, not 8.
And
80.
Well, when in the 80s, like when we were teenagers, we never put sun cream on, did we? Or, you know, like, I mean, I grew up going, you know, spending my summers in Saudi Arabia in scorching like 40 odd degree heat. And we would have one layer of like Bergasol factor 25 on
all day
in the morning, and then we'd be out playing all day. And then, you know, the next day we'd have blistered shoulders and the works. And we never thought anything of it. You just didn't think, did you? But this is, you know, this is a time of life where your skin goes, I remember what you did to me back then. And do you remember, like, when you used to go to Spain, when you went on your first holiday on your own with your mates and everything, you went to Spain, you bought carrot oil. Carrot oil, yeah. It's outside all of the shops, all the tacky souvenir shops sell carrot oil. And basically, you can still buy it. You can, yeah. It's just it is carrot oil, and it's the orange in the carrot oil, which just makes you tan a little bit. The beta carotene. The beta carotene. Do you remember when I won Mum of the Year on holiday once with Lois when she was little? And I'm there diligently, very diligently, all day, slapping on the factor 50, rubbing it in her shoulders, covering in it. She's in and out of the pool like a little dolphin. And then I could not work out why on earth she still had sunburn. And I'd actually been putting after sun on instead of SPF all day for a whole day. So her skin was soft but burnt. Oh. Mum of the Year award goes to. Oh. Yeah. I remember with Grace once where we were on a holiday, and I was diligent with her. If she wasn't in the water, she was in the shade. And when she was in the water, she'd have a t-shirt on and a little swim nappy on. And what I didn't know is, you know, when t-shirts have an iron-on motif on them, that part of the t-shirt doesn't protect the skin. The sun can go through it. Wow. So she had sunburn in the shape of a duck on her chest.
Oh, Grace.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, dear. Bless you.
So like when she got in the bath that night, you know, you're washing, I was like, why is there a red patch in the middle of her chest? I don't get it. The rest of her was fine. And then when it settled down, it was a duck.
Oh, little thing.
She had a little suntan brown duck on her chest. So anyway, yeah.
But yeah, so all those things we've talked about: pigmentation, wrinkles, rough texture, broken capillaries. What about the broken capillaries?
Ooh, yeah. They're very difficult to get rid of unless you come and see us and we give you some laser on them.
Yeah.
But
they're all a result of sun damage.
Sun damage.
Well, UV damage, I suppose, whatever the source, whether it's sunbed or the sun. And I guess that's why kind of people with outdoorsy kind of lifestyles, farmers, etc., they get that ruddy complexion. I had that while I was pregnant. I'm still a bit ruddy now, but less so. I was waiting for my pregnancy glow and it never happened. I just stayed ruddy all the time. A ruddy pregnancy colour.
You had a ruddy pregnancy.
Ruddy pregnancy, yeah.
So the message there is, even now, even if you were that person who had the carrot oil and the burns and the blistered shoulders and, you know,
you can't necessarily undo the damage. You can do things to kind of repair it a little bit, which we've already sort of talked about in terms of skincare. But you can stop it getting worse by using your SPF.
So your SPF, minimum of SPF 30, non-negotiable, all day, every day. Don't care what the weather's like outside.
Even if you're not going outside, because you can still get UV from through the window.
In your
car. Well, you see them, don't you? You see people, you know, on the on the news or in the socials and what have you, and like, you know, lorry drivers, so one side of their face is very, very sun damaged and one arm, and the other side is not. And then there's that lady whose face is beautiful,
great,
but then her neck is terrible because she didn't do her neck.
Yeah,
that's why I said do your neck and your hands.
Yeah, there's a picture it went viral, didn't it? I wonder if we can get
Oh,
Jack to insert it here.
Yeah, we can.
We'll edit it in so you
and the
can see
lorry
it
driver.
here.
We'll get the lorry driver in. And people that wear, you know, like gardeners that wear shorts, you see them and their skin is white, and then this is just like leathery brown.
Looks like a sofa.
It does look like a sofa, yeah. It does.
So SPF 30 to 50 every single day.
Inside, outside, no matter what the weather.
Not inside yourself.
No,
inside
whether
the
you're
house.
inside the house or outside the house. Unless you've got no windows in your house, and then you can be all right.
You're all right, yeah. Things that you can do to fix it. Vitamin C. Vitamin C products will brighten your skin, but they also have a protective quality. They don't replace the SPF, they just complement it. So I think if you're sort of in your midlife and you feel like you've got some skin damage, sun damage, whether that be pigmentation, melasma type
Here's
things.
Another place, isn't it? The décolletage.
Yeah. A bit of vitamin C works wonders. Again, you can get prescription topical stuff for pigmentation, but for the fine lines and wrinkles, things like peels, laser, all that sort of stuff is going to help. And that good skincare routine, you know, your skin never forgets UV exposure, but it will forgive you if you just start doing the right things now.
And looking after it. I mean, obviously I mentioned the imperial leather, just don't go there. Your skincare routine doesn't have to be really complicated. It's, you know, what's your 4-step rule? Cleanse,
treat, moisturize, protect.
4 steps. It's not bad,
4
is it?
things.
So cleanse, serum, moisturize, SPF.
Yeah.
That's all you need in your life. All you need.
Takes about 3 minutes to do it in the morning.
You don't have to have 20 million steps. You don't need, you know, a serum for this partner, serum for that partner, serum, and, you know, I don't use an eye cream because I make my eyes water. I've tried many of them, even clean ones with, you know, nice things.
I don't use a toner because that's a bit 90s.
Yeah, I don't use a toner.
So I don't think you need it. And I think at this age, it's too drying. Usually a toner. So
I never liked it when I was younger because I was a T-zone girl. I felt like my cheeks were going because of that. I liked it for my T-zone, but my cheeks were kind of felt like they were going to be falling off my face. So
have you got more bad news on there?
I have got more bad news. I've got the invisible ages.
Oh,
what do we think these are? All those environmental stresses that we've got. So pollution, blue light. So
your phone that damages your skin. Did you know that?
That blue light damages your skin. Also stops you from sleeping. Weather. They all contribute to the oxidative stress, which leads to inflammation, more breakdown of the collagen, as if we're not already breaking down enough of it as it is, and disruptions to the skin barrier, which we've kind of talked about already as well, haven't we? And that roof of your house is just getting ruined. Your roof on. But again, you know, some of that is back to the SPF, so weather conditions, etc. And then even things like, you know, if it's really, really cold, actually just, you know, making sure that you're really well protected and that you moisturize when you come back in from the cold, because it's going to just strip everything.
You don't think about that a lot of the time, do you? That how the cold affects. We know about how the sun affects our skin, but people don't really think about it with the cold. But yeah, I mean, it's fair, and I think our environmental stresses are fairly easy to protect yourself from. You know, antioxidants like vitamin C is one of them, like we've just said. Niacinamide. That's vitamin B3 for those of you who don't know. There's something called resveratrol, which you'll find in a lot of skincare. So they're all antioxidants. So they help to like mop up the things that we call the free radicals, not the band. The stuff that's in
the free
radicals.
Is there?
Yeah.
What was that other ingredient? It was squalene. Is that an antioxidant?
No, that's
What was the other one? We talked about an antioxidant before, didn't we?
We did, but I can't remember what it was.
Fatty acids and
you've got
lysine and
no.
I'm just waffling now.
She's just making things
just
up
making
now.
up words.
She does that.
Yeah.
Things that moisturisers that are going to support your barrier. So that's like your squalene. your acid, your things like linoleic acid and your
That's the one I was thinking of.
humectants
Yes.
and emollients. That's another thing.
Humectants and emollients.
So humectants draw moisture into your skin and emollients seal moisture in your skin. You need to have both. There's no point in having one without the other.
So your humectant is your serum, or your
usually, yeah.
That's usually
like
the middle.
Hyaluronic acid is a really good humectant. It draws moisture into your skin, and then something like vitamin E is a really good emollient because it seals it in and seals all that hydration in.
So you do need both.
Yeah.
So let's talk about lifestyle.
Ooh.
So this can make a big
I'm getting my coat.
difference. So stress.
This is the stuff we can do something about.
Stress
most of the time.
increases your cortisol levels. We all know that.
Yeah.
Cortisol's all over the place. People are talking about it. There's all sorts of things. There's even apps to help you reduce your cortisol
makes you fat
levels.
as well, cortisol. Did you know?
But
makes
it breaks
you
down,
fat and
breaks down your collagen.
Skin up.
Breaks down your collagen. Yeah. So there's that.
What's that?
And then the other thing that's a bit of a bugbear, really, but having a poor sleep obviously affects your skin. And how hard is it to get a decent night's sleep these days?
Yeah, that 3 a.m. wake up.
You just don't appreciate when you're younger and you still live at home and your mum and dad do everything and sort out all the bills and all the house. You just don't appreciate all that good sleep that you get then, do you?
Staying in bed till 11:30 or 12 o'clock.
Oh, we used to have a rule. You didn't get up till 12 o'clock on a Sunday.
Wow.
Me and my brother, and then me and Darren when we got our own house, before children and all that shenanigans.
I'd love a nice sleep like that.
Yeah, just
nice
you know. See now, sometimes we'd wake up early and think we're still not getting up. We're still staying in bed till 12 o'clock because it's Sunday. Now I'd have like major guilt, and my brain would be going, do. Should be doing this, should be doing that, should be doing this. Have I done this? Have I done that? So it's just too stressful, which increases my cortisol, which reduces my collagen. So it's all just no good. So yeah, so it's all related, really. Yeah. And again, related to the hormones and things. But what about things like diet then? So our diet does sadly affect our skin.
It does.
As much as we don't want it to, it does.
Alcohol affects your skin.
Sugar stiffens the collagen and causes something that we call glycation.
Oh, yeah.
So that's like where the surface of the skin is just really
looks like an orange peel.
And hard and very tough and leathery looking almost. Yeah. So that high sugar diets can cause that. Obviously, it can also cause diabetes. And when you're carrying weight round here, that's usually due to a high sugar diet as well. So roundish, you get roundishness here.
My sugar all comes from wine.
Well, yeah.
So alcohol, so it dries your skin out.
Dehydrates you.
But also makes you puffy.
It does.
So you get puffiness but dryness at the same time, which is really bizarre, but yeah, it's horrible.
And smoking does the same.
Yeah.
Smoking dehydrates your skin as well. And I guess they're both toxins at the end of the day, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
So, you know.
But we like toxins.
I know. So what can we do about our lifestyle? Then obviously we can sort of try and reduce our cortisol levels, sort our sleep out.
Try and sort your stress out. What do you do to stress? Do you do much meditation?
No, I'm not very good at it.
I'm not very good at meditating, but I can do guided meditation. So, you know, with the apps and stuff.
Yes, I could probably do that. I can zone out.
I've not practiced enough to be able to just sit and meditate by myself because my brain just starts doing its popcorn brain thing, going, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What are we having for tea?
I did once try one, and it said what you need to do is you close your eyes and what you do is you focus as if you're looking in here, in this part of your nose, the back of your nose, as if you're looking at that space there.
Oh yeah.
And that's how you get into a meditative state.
So I just feel like I'm going cross-eyed.
With your eyes shut.
With my eyes shut.
Yeah. So I tried that for a little while. It was like a little course. It was a freebie thing, but it was a little course. It was some like meditation guru from India or something, and he did this little thing. That was what he said. But yeah, I could probably do a guided one that was just a few minutes long, but anything longer than 3 or 4 minutes, and I would just be like, I'd be thinking, shit, the washer's finished and it's sunny, I could do with getting it out on the line, or I've not replied to that message, or I'd just start doing all of that. So
I guess we all have to find our own way of de-stressing, don't we? We'll all have our own little way of like calming down. Unfortunately, mine is usually to have a glass of wine, which is it's counterproductive. So
Yeah.
I do need to find another one. But yeah, so there's that. There's stress management, better sleep habits, sleep hygiene. We talked about that in the last podcast, didn't we? About sleep
but
hygiene.
I guess that the blue light thing from the phone, because how many of us kind of scroll?
Yeah, doom scrolling at bedtime is really bad.
And I've started doing my New York Times puzzles in bed because I've not been busy during the day. So that's my little zone out. It's kind of, it taxes my brain with things that are not taxing my brain, like the stress of taxing my brain.
It just switches you. It flicks a switch to your brain to something that's not stressful. I mean, you know, answering questions on the New York Times crossword isn't going to stress me out.
No, I enjoy it.
I still use my brain,
but I think that's going to maybe protect me from, like, you know, degenerative brain issues and things. It's going to keep my brain
good for you,
going.
Yeah.
So it's exercise. It's exercise. I am doing exercise every night. I'm exercising my brain doing the New York Times crossword.
Exactly, because they do say that exercise is really good for your skin in some ways.
I think it's to do with kind of that oxygenation of your skin, isn't it?
You're
boosting your circulation to your skin, so your oxygen level, because you're going to take deep breaths in, so you increase your oxygen levels, and that increases the oxygen supply in your like superficial capillaries and things. And it's meant to be good for your headspace as well. You know,
your brain. That's good for stress management, allegedly.
It is. Yeah.
But
I'm doing exercise every night. I'm well proud of myself.
I shan't be partaking. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, I'm doing the New York Times crossword. That's my exercise.
But stress is the thing. Your skin even. Your skin can spot a stressful week sooner than your best friend can. I'm telling you now. Your skin will show stress very quickly. It'll go dull. It'll go tired.
It does, doesn't it? Because it's like, you know, when you're going on holiday. Because, I mean, holidays are great, aren't they? But it's always stressful getting there. How many times do you get a spot or a little dry patch or something that appears?
Yeah.
When you're going on a big event.
Yeah.
When you're getting married. Because you're stressed about getting married. So your skin's thinking, oi, bitch face. I'll teach you. Don't be stressing me out like this. Yeah. She's not nice. So I think this is our last one. Yeah. And we've kind of touched on it, really. I feel like we've maybe gone a bit out of sync, but barrier function.
Oh, yeah.
So the barrier is kind of the skin's security system, isn't it? We've talked about the roof, yeah. So, but if we don't look after the roof, we get dehydration and sensitivity and irritation, all those things. But so our ceramides and natural moisturising factors like hyaluronic acid and all of those things are just declining and disappearing.
Yeah, so definitely those ceramide rich moisturisers. So like we said, you know, you want a humectant that's going to draw some moisture in, and then you want to put ceramide rich moisturiser at the top to seal it in. Just don't over exfoliate your face. Just be gentle with it. It's your face. It's not the kitchen floor. Don't need to scrub it. Just be nice to it. And I feel like I think that's just the message. Be kind to your skin. And if you're going to use a new product, do a little patch testing. Just use a little bit at a time. I mean, if it's something that's very gentle, I mean, we know it's gentle, but your skin, when you're our age, your skin is very picky. It's not going to like everything. So just do a little test first before you go spending a gazillion pounds on skincare. And if you're not sure what skincare that you need, speak to a professional. Speak to us. We can help you.
We can help you.
We can help you choose the right things.
I've just thought of something probably quite profound, really, that we haven't mentioned, and yet I talk to my clients about it all the time, and that's hydration, as in drinking water. So I can tell when I'm injecting somebody's face whether they drink enough water or not, because it's so much easier to push a needle into a face that's hydrated.
How have we missed that? That's massive.
I know.
It's a massive deal. We've been thinking about skincare rather than thinking about...
But actually, hydration, just actually drinking enough water, and even if that's got a bit of cordial in it, if you don't like plain water, or fizz sticks, we talked about them before, but actually getting that hydration in is a massive, massive deal.
It is, yeah.
And I know myself when I'm not, and again, when I'm drinking plenty of water, I just take it for granted, but when I get out of the routine and I'm not drinking enough, I can tell. I can tell in how I feel. I can tell in how my skin feels. I can tell in everything.
Yeah.
So actually water, because we are about 70% water or something like that anyway. But yeah, and how easy is it really to just make sure that you drink a bit more water?
Yeah.
It's not a difficult one, is it? It's free out of the tap. Well, it's sort of free. It's kind of free out of the tap. It doesn't have to be fancy water.
Yeah, I mean the two single things that you can do now to improve your skin or to look after your skin is drink 1 more glass of water a day and use SPF.
Yeah.
And if you do that, your skin's going to love you for it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how old you are.
If you did that consistently every day for a month, I can guarantee you would see a difference.
Massive difference, yeah. Definitely. Cool. That was quite a biggie. That was quite a big subject. We could carry on talking for hours about skin because it's what we do. It's our job.
Yeah.
But, so if you were with us last time, you'll know we have 2 new segments that we just do. We'll do these very quickly today. And these are, the first one is the cabinet check. So what is your thing at the minute? What are you obsessed with at the moment? Or what do you love doing? Or what's your, what is your thing just now? I'll go first. Mine is my new night cream. Honest to God, it's like, I'm not gonna talk brands and stuff, but it's really
it's like clotted cream.
It's like clotted cream. It's like buttery, and it's the nicest thing in the world because when I put it on at night, we've been talking about the emollient sort of thing, the kind of sealing things in. I can feel it sealing my skin, just going right. We've done all the right things today.
We're protecting you and loving you.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I'll cleanse my face and then I'll put that on. I'm rubbing it in. It's the nicest thing in the world, and I absolutely love it. It's full of vitamin E, which is one of those brilliant emollients. It's full of hyaluronic acid, so it's just doing everything, and I can just feel it soaking in. And I'll be honest with you, I've not been very good with my nighttime routine over the years, but now I so look forward to doing it. I'm obsessed. What about you? Have you got an obsession?
I concur with the night cream thing though.
But yes, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Beauts, yeah, beauts. My obsession currently is astaxanthin.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I feel like I just need to keep reading up on it. So you probably know more about it than me, but it's the thing that makes salmon and flamingos pink. Because baby flamingos are grey when they're born. Did you know that?
Fun fact.
And they eat all this algae that is full of astaxanthin. And it's just a super duper powerful antioxidant, isn't it?
Yes.
So it gives you a bit of a tan. You'll see it in tanning things. But yeah, bit of a powerhouse for everything skin, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just loving it.
So there's research happening with astaxanthin, isn't there, about whether it is good for longevity, as in lengthening your life in general. But there's definitely lots of evidence, people saying that it makes them feel better taking it. So
I've been taking some gummies that's a multivitamin with astaxanthin.
Yeah.
So I just need to do my research and find out how, because I've become obsessed. I'm not so bothered about the multivitamins because I think I probably get most of them from other areas. But I'm bothered about, I want to know how much astaxanthin is in them and are there better alternatives for me to take to try to get
more astaxanthin.
To get more astaxanthin. So that's my little homework this week. I need to do a little bit of, I love prawns, yeah. Prawns they would do as well.
And then our last little segment is it me? Is it just me, or you got one?
Yeah, is it just me, or when somebody tells you their name when you meet them for the first time, do you forget it in the first 5 seconds after they've said it?
Yeah.
What is that
I
about?
have to ask them about 10 times.
And then I do it on the phone.
Yeah.
And if they've got a complicated name, that's even worse.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, what is it about?
I know. See, you're pretty good with names, though. You're better with names than I am. So somebody will be booking in with us for a treatment and she knows exactly who it is and I'm like, not a clue. I'll know their face. I have not got a clue what they're called.
Yeah, once I've got it. But in the first, I think on the phone is the worst for me. And they're like, hello, it's Polly from da-da-da-da-da. And I think I've been like this for a long time, but I suppose been menopausal for a long time. But, it's Polly from so-and-so and so. Could I speak to so-and-so? Yeah, just hang on. Kirsten, it's for you. Because I can't remember who they said they were called. I'm like, they've literally just said it.
Literally just said it seconds ago.
Hiya, I'm so and so. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. And then somebody comes, oh, this is. I just don't do it anymore. It's embarrassing. Is it just me?
No, it is me.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
I'm the same. I'm definitely the same. So is it just me? Is it just me? Or are drivers just not very polite anymore?
No, they're not polite.
Nobody ever frigging lets you out of a junction anymore, do they?
Nobody lets you out of your bloody driveway.
Oh, so I live on quite a busy road. Getting off my drive in the morning is a nightmare. No bugger wants to let me off.
Even the ones going in the opposite direction to the way you want to go don't want to let you out.
Don't want to let you out. They're
miserable and mean.
But yeah, people are just like rude on the roads now. What's going on? Is there something in the driving tests these days? It's like
in the theory. It's in the driving theory. We didn't have to do theory.
Yeah.
That's how old we are. But
you have to be an arsehole to get a driving license these days or something.
Yeah.
Honestly, people used to be polite. And they're not anymore. And so by the time I get to work in the morning, I'm like on the ceiling. I've got mega road rage. And my language in the car is shocking.
I did get good revenge once on somebody who I dropped Darren off at Victoria train station. I think he was going to the races with work or whatever on a Saturday morning. So I'm tootling back up Hyde Road, and I could see there was just a little tiny bit of road work ahead. So I kind of was just tootling along, loose traffic lights. I put my indicator on to just pull out past these roadworks, and a little flash, well, it wasn't a big flash car thing, put his foot down to kind of carve me up. So I couldn't pull out into the lane. And there was no rhyme or reason for it. I was just like, whatever, tosser. So he carried on, sped off down the road. And then as we came up to, the big roundabout at the top, the big Denton Island or whatever it's called, he was stuck in traffic in the middle lane. And as I went past him, I sort of rolled past him and I just went like that with my finger. And his mate rolled laughing and he was like on his horn, and I was like, and I just carried on. I was like, yay! Like, I got you.
I know they do that, don't they? They'll probably get to where they're going about 2 seconds faster than if they hadn't.
Well, I overtook him in the end because he was,
crazy.
I'm like, I'm just there in my little whatever car I had at the time. I can't remember, but yeah, just no need for it, boys. No need.
Calm your jets. Cool your jets, not calm your jets. It's not calm. It's
calm your jets.
Cool your jets. Calm your jets.
I don't know. Whatever it is.
No, never calm them both. We say that, don't we?
Never calm them both.
One's your party tit. You've got to keep that one going all the time. Anyway,
on
that note.
Is that the one that escapes when you wear a vest to bed at night?
Yeah, she's downstairs making a brew. Yeah.
In the mornings when you get up. Yeah.
One's still in there. The other one's downstairs making a cup of tea. I don't know. Right, on that note.
Yes. It's a good night from me.
Thank you again for being with us, and it's a good night from me, and we will see you next time.
Don't forget to let us know if there's anything you'd like us to witter on about, because we're good at wittering.
Take care.
Bye.